Hello everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Ms Lilian, and for today's episode, we are going to be discussing about the necessary steps to take while preparing for an interview. So let's assume that you were called for an interview in a company. What are those steps? What are those things that you need to do to prepare ahead of the interview? So that is what we're going to be talking about in today's episode. And I'm going to try to make it as brief, clear, and understandable as possible. So the first step, the most important step while you're preparing for an interview, the first thing you need to do is you need to make a research about the company. You need to make your findings. You have to maybe use Google and search, input the name of the company and visit their website. Know what the company is all about. You need to know what the company is all about. You need to make a very deep research regarding the company, because most times you would be asked questions. Okay, so tell me, Miss Lilian, do you know what our company is all about? You don't want to look dumb. So yeah, you need to make your research. Number two, also, you need to understand the role. Let's assume I am applying for a role of a class teacher. I need to understand what are my duties and responsibility as a class teacher. I need to know what that is all about, okay? Also, please, guys, you need to know your resume. You need to know your resume. I don't know how I can emphasize on this one. I have seen situations whereby people come for interview and they do not even know the content of what is in their resume. How? I cannot even understand. Please, you need to know the content of your resume. If I have in my resume that I finished school in 2021, and after I finished school, I went for a trainee in 2022, and in October 2023, I had my first job. That's like that. You need to know the content of your resume so you don't look stupid, please. That is a very big red flag. So you need to know the content of your resume, okay? And you need to prepare your answers. You need to prepare your answers. You need to, of course, the questions, the most common questions they are going to ask you in any interview. So you need to prepare answers for that. Please, guys, emphasis on prepare questions for them. Hello, you have to prepare questions for the company. A situation whereby after the HR asked you, do you have any question for us? And you're like, no, I do not have a question for you. Hello, like seriously, that is a red flag. That is a red flag. You have to prepare questions for them. You have to, of course, the first step you took was to research on the company, right? You should have one or two questions regarding what you have to ask about the company, what they do, the culture of the organization. This shows that you're genuinely interested about working with them. Okay, please. Also, you have to plan your outfits. Here, you have to look smart and confident. Emphasis on smart and confidence, please. Do not go for an interview looking like you're scared, looking like you are unsure about what you're there for. You have to look smart and confident. Smart and confident. And well, that's not last thing. You have to prepare with a friend. If you don't have any friend close by, you can set up your camera and you act like you already have an HR there asking you these questions, talking to you. Please, friends, you have to be confident. I have seen cases where confidence got people the role. When you're confident, even if you're unsure about what you're saying, the HR might not really be certain about what you're saying, but when you sound confident and you sound sure, she'll be like, oh, okay, I think I am not, I'm not too sure about this, but I think maybe he or she is right. Okay, so this is it, guys. So let's, okay, we will make the other one part 2, so this video will not be long. Bye.